Hello and welcome back to the channel. So today I am at Rake Garden Centre in Hampshire. It's near Petersfield and I've never been here before, so let's check out, see what tropical style plants they have on offer. Okay, so along the front entrance of the store we have various water features which look pretty cool actually. These would definitely go with the theme. Seem to have quite a good selection actually on there. So there's a formium here, which is £17.99 on there. So that potentially is quite expensive for what it is. And we've got, wow, some cordyline lime passions, a little bit older specimens, but they are £35. So yeah, quite expensive. So let's continue the tour. So a selection of Dixonia Antarcticas at all different sizes to try and get some prices. So £600 for one that I would say is about 5 foot, maybe 6 foot. And they seem to have a good range, sort of all from kind of 1 foot tall, even some quite small ones, which are £80. It looks like they've got a good selection of palms here. So they're all the classics. Phoenix Canariensis at $34.99, and that one's probably about 3.5, 4 foot tall on there. So quite expensive for what it is. But it's just good to see a different range. We've got a Camrops Humidus here at $12.99. Quite a small one, but they do have some bigger Camrops, like huge ones. I have no idea how much that is. Can't see a price on it. There's another one here. And no price on it. Oh, hang on, there is a price. I'm just being blind. Oh, no, I'm not. There isn't one. And yeah, so they've got a range of the Camrops Humidus, the regular version. No Seriferas here, which if I saw one, I'd probably buy one. And then we've got smaller ones at kind of 20 quid, this sort of size. That's a very, very small Trachycarpus fortunii, $14.99. And there, so nothing rare. The bigger ones are £40 for this sort of size ones. So yeah, nothing too rare palm wise, but definitely a better selection than I've seen in a lot of places. There's a Volcano here, $69.99, and that is, looks like it's reasonably old, good kind of foliage on the top. So, and some of them are even little flowers on there. So yeah, good selection of sizes, definitely of Camrops palms, and I have seen a few Fortunii kicking around. Then we've got Formiums, which are, they sort of vary in price, $19.99 one of those. They've got a good selection of the sort of red ones and variegated. There's a good selection of conifers. Oh, there's some Fatsias down here. We've got Fatsia Spider's Web. Wow, 50 quid. That's expensive. And that's a couple of feet tall. Nice, good plant, but expensive. So there's a range of those. Some cool looking pots, gravel, and so you seem to have some quite unusual shrubs that you don't see everywhere. This one is one I've got at home, and that's got a really nice sort of feathery foliage to it. Just check out their reduced section. Prices as marked. We've got a very £45, very undernourished Fortunii palm there, and some ferns. There's loads of reduced trolleys actually. Things that are slightly past their best, but okay, we've got a palm hiding at the back here. What we got here? £75 for a Phoenix canariensis. It's got quite a nice, decent base to it, but I'll say again, quite expensive for what it is. On there is a few olive trees. So we've got a fairly mature one here. Can't see a price on it, unfortunately, but yeah, that one's got a mega big trunk on it. Bamboo range. What we got? Philistachus nigra at £85 in quite decent sized pots. Excuse the shadows, it's very hot and sunny today. So yeah, they seem to have got loads of those, and I think that's the, yeah, that's what I thought it was going to be. So they got that one as well, and some smaller bamboos. Ophagesia rufa, gets to 3 meters tall. Got a cool little selection of pine trees. That's the variety there. That's quite cool actually. It's 140 quid. I presume a lot of these are the slow growing ones. I forgot to show you the cordylines. Yes, there's various, mainly Torbay Dazzler and I think it's Lime Passion. Little monkey puzzle trees. Smallest one's 35 quid. Got a nice little curiosity. There's a few of those. And then we've got a much bigger one at 79 quid on there. So that's pretty cool looking. A few hostas and ferns. Got some Xanthidicias, $24.99. Really big plants. Trachycarpus fortunii, which have been reduced to £342. So it's probably got about a 5-foot trunk on there. A little bit yellow, but needs to go in the ground. There's 3 of those. A selection of acers. Smallest ones, $29.99. That's that sort of size, and the bigger ones, £150 for those bigger ones at the back there. And the bots. Okay, and to sum up in conclusion, so really good selection of plants. They seem to have all the kind of classic tropical style plants, as well as kind of, they have a lot of roses and bedding, as you could imagine. Quite a good size nursery. Plants are generally in pretty good condition, and I think because of its location, that's probably what puts the price up of everything here. It's one of the most expensive ones I've been to, but at least they have got a classic range of plants. So I'm now going to go to a nursery that's about 2 miles down the road called Ayling Nursery, which I think is a little bit more of an independent one. This nursery is part of a chain, the Blue Diamond Group, I think it is. And so I would imagine their prices are set across all of the stores. And yeah, so this particular one, as I say, they're quite expensive, but quite good plants here. So let's go across to Ayling Nurseries and see what they have to offer. Okay, so we've arrived at Ayling's garden centre, I think it is. It's about 3 or 4 miles from the other garden centre, and I've never been here before in my life, so it'd be interesting to see what selection of plants they actually have here. So let's go and have a look. Okay, so one of the first stands that you see when you come in here, they've got a display of phormiums, which they've got cocoa mint and bronze baby. Quite a nice selection there, and good size actually. Slightly more expensive than the last place, but I'd say they are a bit more mature plant there. Now, I don't know much about this garden centre at all, so I think they're more of an independent than a chain. This is a selection of water features. Okay, so I like the selection of aces. I would say that they are similar price to the previous place on there. Ferns are £7.50. A cool little range there. The hooker is £11.99. Be interesting to see whether they have any tree ferns or palms in there, because you just never know what you're going to see. Hostas ranging from a £5 to kind of £15 ish on there. Got some bamboo and grasses at the end here. So see, £10.99 for one of these ones. And then the bamboo, they've got, I think, the classic black bamboo again, £130 for a really big one. Yeah, so let's see if we can find any palms. So they've got this upper deck area here, which is like raised up, and they've got the sort of shrubs and trees section below here. There's a tea room as well, some smoked trees down there. There's a clearance corner just over there, which we're going to have a look at in a minute. Their roses are about £15. I've just seen some more cordyline that are inside. Let's see down here. We always like a clearance corner. Okay, there was nothing in the clearance section, but we have these smoke trees, which I have in my garden. These I really recommend, really great foliage, and when you put them next to the lime green one, they really contrast, so they are a good one to have in the garden. Looks like they've got some eucalyptus, £32.99, so that's Gunnii azura, which is the same variety as I've got. Got some cordyline australis, £7.99. Some bigger red star. And they got the Charlie boy, which is the other sort of red variant. This is quite unusual to see. They have some tetrapanax Rex. That's £69.99. Quite expensive, but you hardly ever see these. The foxglove tree, quite decent size. Fattiest spiderweb, £14.99. That's a really healthy plant. And the Xanthidesha, a bit smaller than the ones at the other place, but £12.99. So it is a bit cheaper here. We've got some small tetrapanax. So around a tree fern and a Trachycarpus fortunii. Okay, so I managed to find, well, I asked a member of staff about do they have any hardy palms, and they had this one out the back, which is, I think it's a Trachycarpus fortunii, looking at it, because it doesn't have the sharp barbs on the edge of the leaves there. Now, it's got quite a decent little trunk on it, but it has spear pulled, and basically they said to me if I want it I can have it, so it is a freebie. So we will see whether this one recovers in time, but while I was there I decided to get some of these Euphorbia minors Merlot, which I've been looking for a while, and these were $2.99 each, or 4 for £10. So I got 4 of those, which is, yeah, it's good to have those in the garden. And yeah, and gain this one at the side here. So I'd say staff are really helpful in there. It was really good. They don't have really any hardy palms other than this freebie and one other one, which was about 130 quid. So they clearly don't specialise in sort of tropical style plants. There's a few cordylines kicking around, but yeah, other than that, it was just sort of filler in plants that could be used. So anyway, so I hope you've enjoyed watching this little video comparing the two little garden centres close to each other, and I will see you guys on the next video. So please don't forget to like and subscribe as always.